Well, even though the summer months have wrapped up, it doesn't mean you can't experience the summer fun here on Delmarva. The Francis Scott Key Family Resort in Ocean City still can give you that vacation feel without having to go too far from home. Delmarva Life's Brian Spiros visited the facility to see what it offers during the off-season.
The typical scenes of the summer on Delmarva may be gone, but you can still enjoy yourself with all the amenities of a vacation by heading to the Francis Scott Key Family Resort right along Route 50 in Ocean City.
Having kids ourselves, we try to create an environment that's very family friendly and kid oriented, because we believe that once you capture the kids' imagination, you've then captured the parents' imagination.
Jim Dickerson is the owner of the Francis Scott Key. The facility has been around for decades and eventually ended up in the hands of his wife's family.
It originally just started out as a 60-room Route 50 roadside motel. And my father-in-law bought it back in 1972, and we've since grown it from then.
The motel is just one example. There are now 232 rooms on the property for families to stay in.
All right, so a little more than 230 rooms. This is one of them.
That's correct. This is one of our rooms with 2 full-size beds. We've got a full-size refrigerator, a 32-inch flat-screen television, and a stove for cooking and a small kitchenette.
What many people may not realize is that the resort is open during the fall and winter months. That means you can get away for a night or several days.
9 a.m. to 10 p.m.
And one of the big attractions on the property that gives you that fun in the sun feel, this indoor pool.
We always had talked even with her father, saying that we needed an indoor pool to be able to try and promote our off-season business. And when we came up with this indoor pool that we built, the Caribbean Key theme pool, we themed it towards kids. And when we did that, we realized, hey, we've done something here that's kind of created an atmosphere that's very kid-friendly. So we needed to continue to do that and expand our amenities to offer more for kids and families to do.
So if there's a chill in the air outside or snow on the ground, it's always sunny in here, especially when it comes to temperature. The room is set at 84 degrees, the water 82 degrees. There are also lifeguards on duty, so you can rest assured your kids are being closely watched. Also right nearby, there's an arcade to keep the kids active when they're not in the pool. And if the weather permits, you can play a round of mini golf. There's a fitness room, a family lounge, and when it comes to food, you don't have to go too far for a pizza.
Once families do come and visit and see everything that we do have to offer, we usually get a return guest out of that.
There's just one important rule to keep in mind.
Our motto is, you've got to stay here to play here. And we do that because obviously we can't allow people from the public to come in and stay at the Francis Scott Key. They do have to be a guest of the motel in order to use our facilities.
The off-season runs from October through the end of February. And during that time, anyone living within a 60-mile radius of Ocean City can stay at a discounted rate. The general manager says that radius reaches as far south as Exmoor, Virginia, and points north and west, such as Dover, Seaford, and Cambridge.
We're not too far away, and you still get to come and visit the beach. You can see the boardwalk, you can see the ocean. Ocean City's still open. It's open year-round.
Jim says the resort can also be used for any kind of planned event.
We've also found that a lot of people will come and create their own events. They'll bring neighbors in, they'll have neighborhood nights, they'll have family reunions and group events.
In 40 years, the Francis Scott Key Family Resort in Ocean City has tripled in size and adapted to what families need and want. Jim says his late father-in-law would approve.
I know he was always, he always had an eye for a vision. I don't know that we always shared the same vision, but I think he'd be very proud of what we've done.
And again, you do have to stay at the Francis Scott Key to take advantage of all the amenities. If you live within that 60-mile radius, you do get a discount during the off-season. Up next on Delmarva Life, we are in the kitchen with Martin Fish Company and some of the freshest seafood on the market. See how they turn scallops into a dish you can't resist. But first, here's a look at what's coming up in the news on First at 5 on Fox 21 and later on WBOC News at 6.